So today's Thursday. I think it's the 20. That's like the 20. Yeah, Thursday, June 22nd, 2023. Um, and just saw the CBS report on or live coverage of the press briefing that the Boston Coast Guard just had, and basically what they were discussing was that they had discovered um, debris from the submarine, confirmed from the submarine. They found I don't. They weren't super descriptive, but they said they found the stern of the submarine about 1,600 feet away from the bow of Titanic, and of course that was an easy means of verifying um, verifying the identity of the craft, right? But there's going to be that big debris field and whatnot, sort of irrelevant to what I'm about to say. The point I'd like to bring up is that they've been dead for days. You know, they've been dead for you know the whole time this search has been happening, right? Because of course they didn't surface, right? Um, and I mean, of course they wouldn't have, because it was an implosion, which is like catastrophic, happens within milliseconds. You know, um, insta death, right? But they've been dead for days. I want to clarify that. And what sort of upsets me about this goddamn news we got is that um, they were putting out articles saying that they could hear tapping, like on a hull, like the hull of a submarine. Okay, they were basically saying it's like there's a chance, there's an actual fucking chance that we caught audio of tapping on the hull or whatever. Of course, they're not going to release that recording. It's fucking purely a rumor for clickbait, you know. And that's how these fucking things tend to go nowadays. Is that there's so much misinformation out there. You really don't know what's going on. I'm sorry, I'm messing with my hair so much here. I fucking got this cowlick back here that drives me absolutely crazy. But anyways, just wanted to state my disgust with whoever thought it was a good idea to put out those articles, and also wanted to state that with they were dead probably within the 9 hours that the the research vessel lost contact with them within that 9 hours. I think it was, they were already dead. And honestly, part of me thinks we're not being told everything by the crew of the research vessel. They're not very professional. They're very young, not experienced. Um, I mean, it's pretty clear that at least, I mean, there's weak links in there as far as how involved individuals are with their work and how seriously they take it and things like that. And I mean, you can see that for yourself, but um, it was sort of a disaster waiting to happen. Last thing I'll say about this is that you can look up um, a few years old video of this vessel. It might not be the same vessel, but it's one of the submersibles in a fleet of basically the same type of submersible. So, um, and yeah, it's being dissected now. It's being watched by everybody. But even back then, you kind of saw the game controller they were using, and like how there was basically no control surfaces for in case there was an emergency. They just put they just bet on um, their ballast. Dropping their ballast will save their ass every time, and that wasn't the case, because they're like the engineer was saying that left that operation, you know, um, the stress cycles on the carbon fiber are eventually going to create faults large enough to where, you know, you're going to die of one last time, and then like the guy from Subbrief said, you know, carbon fiber shatters like porcelain, you know. It's gonna, when it breaks, it shatters into a million pieces. So um, that's something they clearly didn't care about, and now they're paying for it. Sort of sad note to leave off of, in terms of the undersea exploration sort of scene, you know. So we got people mucking it up, basically, you know, people doing things they shouldn't be doing, and getting people killed, basically. So um, hard not to get upset about it, you know. But anyways, if I can stay safe out there, don't be stupid. See ya.